So I live in San Pedro, California now, but I've
California.
lived all over. Originally, I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, and that's where the majority of my family still lives. And but I've lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Atlanta, Georgia,
I
New
see.
York briefly.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know.
As I was
Anyways,
saying,
what was the
Mason,
question?
yeah, Mason, you're playing. I feel like you're talking about all these like different kind of games you're playing with horses, but not
Mhm.
you're not. Do you not like speed race horses? Have you tried that, or is that not something people
No,
do here?
not. I actually
I
like
thought it was all about
like
speed,
an
Mason.
oval circuit.
I thought it was all about speed, Mason. Where's the racing?
Oh,
Yeah, you race
It is
boats.
kind
Why
of.
aren't you racing horses?
that kind of rhymed.
Well, generally, and this is kind of unfortunate because horse racing is an awesome spectacle,
Mhm.
but it's kind of as an institution
I hate it so
wholly
much.
cruel
Yeah.
and
I don't like racing.
What do you mean?
irresponsible.
I know nothing about this. What do you
So,
mean? Yeah.
Other forms of competition, people are incentivized to care for their horses. I mean, because they have bonds with them over long periods of time. Like Arabian horses, for example, like we were talking about in endurance racing, you can't even really start. They're not even competitive. They're not conditioned for it until they're 10 years old. And
They're
so
built for war. No, I'm just
the
kidding.
the bond that the owners have with them are it's kind of longevity is promoted, but as far as race horses like oval track racing, their prime is when they're 2 to 4 years old, and they have tons of money riding on them from gambling over that short amount of time. And so what ends up happening is, if you have a horse that you're going to make X amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars for running that weekend, if it gets injured or lame, its long-term survival isn't really a factor, and so you drug it up, you
Oh, I see. What you
give
mean.
it
Like
Buick,
they're on
and then
steroids.
you run
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and you run it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
Until
painkillers.
they're
And
not
then
as fast as anymore, and then they're
no,
out of the game.
until they rip ligaments or break a leg,
Yikes.
and then there's no recourse. So once a horse breaks a leg or does like tears an ACL or then they put it down. And
No,
so
in Arabia, especially in Kuwait, our competitions aren't just jumping and speed. It's more of we have a beauty competition. I don't know if you guys have that too.
like what do you
It's
mean?
so a horse is basically judged on its height, its neck width, its neck length,
Wow.
the muzzle, the lips of the horse, the eyes, the ears,
Wow, we
the
have that
hair.
show for dogs, but I'm not sure about horses.
We
Pageant
have it
horses.
for